Alright. Standard, please.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
Look out!
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Get ready! Take cover!
Now! Form up!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Lord, the gate!
Over here! Get up there quick! We have to repel them!
Yeah. Sorry, my thing was on mute. I like how in the first 5 minutes of the game, they're like, here's a crossbow, go shoot that dude, and it's just like way better. You're just like, oh, okay. It's like an immediate apology.
Fuck! I've been hit!
Like, don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, that. Jesus. You were only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. And the most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Awesome.
Dentes Fortuna, you vat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes Fortuna Juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir! Trotsky!
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success, chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanners take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
You're a bit too keen. You never know what might happen.
Henry, don't be such a lily-liver. Audentes fortuna juvat! Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking down in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Can you hear them now?
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to...
Can you hear me? Now you can hear. Okay. I think I know what happened. So my mute mic function, before my TV would be separate than my headphones through my two-wire connection. But when I mute my mic, I think it just shuts down the whole sound for you, which is a new development. So there must have been like some sort of update. So, okay.
hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry,
from Skalitz.
Oh, there's nothing more to have a weapon in his hand or something. Oh, so you could hear the music, but not when they were talking? Can you hear them talking now?
I served Sir Hans as a scout and tracker.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Awesome.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Mm. We're choosing speech. We're trying to resolve the situation. And you're diplomatic. Or try appealing to your noble appearance. Ah, so that's noble. Alternatively, try to convince your counterpart of your chivalry and offer your martial skill and strength.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. That's why we're talking here. We have no intention of attacking you. You might be concerned that we're lying about who we are, but we showed you our letter with its seal. That should be enough for you, or is it not?
You don't seem like any messenger to me. More like some uppity brat. Didn't you say you were a tracker? What would you know about documents? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Mm. Huh. Mm, okay, so then that's not my mic. Give me 2 seconds. Trying to Oh. Let's see if I refresh the streaming software. My connection seems good. I don't know if it's this way. How is it now? Still the same? Where they were talking, it's muted. Is it Twitch being dumb? That's what I want to know.
You'll get nothing from me.
Let me see if I do this real quick. Hold on. Here. I should still have the save and quit option, right? Yes. So this is the only other thing I can think of is the save and quit. Kill the game for a second. Because I've done everything I can on my end. So, but you're getting bits and pieces of the game, but not what's happening, right? Let me see settings. Okay. It's always a little nice to pop it up a little bit for streaming because you got it. For you, it would be a little rough. All right, let's see. No, it is strange. I never experienced anything like that. Where, I mean, because I'm getting full sound through headphones, everything. And I don't think it's ever happened before.
For Christ's sake! Henry! Call off that damn dog before he wolfs down
Can you
the
hear
last of our mates.
his voice?
For Christ's
Not
sake!
saying anything now.
Henry! Call off that damn dog before he wolfs down the
Okay.
last of our mates.
Call my to heal.
Henry! Hey! Call off that mutt of yours!
Oh shit. I think it's much like last time. It's a little bit of updated interface. Oh, I get outfits now? That's so nice.
For Christ's sake! Henry! Call off that
I don't
damn dog before he wolfs down the last of our mates.
Fucking know how to do it, and it's not telling me. Oh my. Can you stop?
Christ's sake! Henry! Call off that...
Do something with that mutt, Henry. It's doing my...
I love how they don't tell you, or I would just don't fucking know. Journal. We have detailed notes, right? Please tell me. Hmm. Player stats, clothes, reputation. Totally understand. Alright, crafting, cool, codex, armor penalties, da 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 da. Da da da. Events, locations. Does it ever tell me about
Heel! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? Alright, I'll see
you
what
have
I
to
can get
hold
for
Y.
you. Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Mm. The environment seems to be like way more interactive. Before you couldn't really pick up certain things on the ground.
Come on, Conrad.
Here, Mutt.
I don't have anything for you, apparently.
Ha ha. Very droll.
Obviously no Conrad, my old mate. Roll the...
Yeah, I hope it's just a glitch, bro. I really don't want it to happen again. But I did notice when I dropped one stream and then I started the other one, the my counter continued and then it dropped to 0 and started going. So it continued from the 330, 340 mark up until like 350 or whatnot, and then dropped to 0 and started my new session. So it might have been weird.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Come on, Oaks. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Have you ever been to a proper noble banquet?
No, I haven't. Why would the lords invite me to their table?
True. But they'll invite me. I might be only a noble's bastard, but Sir Hans opens doors for me, if you get my meaning.
Aye, that makes sense.
Listen, if you give me that sausage now for Mutt, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow, all right?
Christ! All right, but you better not forget about me.
Don't worry. Thanks, mate.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's right in my face. Doc! Stop moving! This is why I don't like companions.
Look what I have for you.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that
face.
captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
I guess I put it, I don't know.
They didn't do anything, though. Besides, that captain was just an underling.
Just an underling? How could you tell? Did you see how many men he had there?
He backed down in the end, though.
Because I kept you in check. You better keep your nose out of it next time.
I apologise. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right, then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
keep the biting remarks to yourself. I see you're still in armor, so we can get to it right away. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
That changed. Oh. Okay.
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Well, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good. For Christ's sake. Good. Good. That's the way. Nice.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. That's it. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Nice. Good, Henry. Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. Nice. Nice work, Henry.
Oh my Christ!
Nice, Henry. All right, all right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. Off to a good start. fight at least.
Don't hold back.
Not expecting that, were you?
It's a little different.
And another.
I'm out of breath.
Put up a fight at least. Put up a fight at least.
Nice technique. Did you see that?
Oh, you haven't got a hope.
Now that's what I thought, mate. Don't hold back.
Fight at least. And you're supposed to be the bodyguard. And you've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat.
Fly.
Oh, that swordplay has given me quite...
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Rattay.
That time we had a wager for your bow. How did it actually end up?
Henry, that was no time ago at all. Did you get a bang in the head? And of course, I won.
So much has happened since then. Feels like an eternity.
God's truth. We had no lack of excitement. Anyway, I kicked your ass because I'm a master with a bow.
Indeed. Almost as good as with your tongue.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work
I've actually
cut
had to
out.
drag people
You
out of
wasn't
shit.
having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ach, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Ah, forget it, you horny goat. This discussion is over.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see it?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
I do like maces. But it might be harder to do the...
I prefer other weapons. Proper ones. When you take a mace in your hand, a nice chunk of metal, you know one good blow will do the job. No dancing around in circles. Just smash.
Too right. I feel like a king when I got a nice big cudgel.
I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stop going on about the sword Ishvan Toth stole from you.
And that sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Yeah.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
Um, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I'm gonna also review the footage to see what happens. Maybe. Because it might be going with processing speed if that's the way it is. And I'm not sure. So hopefully, if I pause it. Yeah, me neither. I've never had this issue. Hmm.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away.
Yeah, I think it's because the game is buffering. Hold on. It might be graphics scale settings. Let's go performance. Let's see what happens.
Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer. Shit. One of them's
Yeah, I think it's because of the performance. So for me, they're still good, but I think for you,
Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Hmm? What was that? Hey? All right. What was that?
It worked. Let's go.
What is this racket here?
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
That's so lame, dude. I don't know. I have no idea how to fix it. The only other thing I can think of is if like you refresh and come back in, because on my end everything's good. I got sound, I got audio, I got everything. Uh, all right. Okay. I mean, it's either that or bandwidth. It's the same. Maybe just restart my PC. No, I don't think it's your PC then, because if it's getting some audio from
We'll get
the
everything
game, it might
fine.
be.
Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up.
It might be.
So, there's someone in front of us.
It might be a bandwidth issue on my end, or it could be
They mustn't get away. Got that?
it could be broadcasting through the Xbox to the PC. Something's lagging up, so like I'm getting audio because it's straight from the Xbox, but as the broadcast goes out, it might not be sending everything out.
Right. You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the road.
I'll also review the footage to see if it happened. It happens in the VOD.
Get to work.
Swim all the fucking way across. Shut up. The chief will hear you. It's still easier here. And that skirmish on the other side. Coming up back, pitch black.
We've got to get there on train track. Go ahead. Quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here. Stand still.
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the rock, think about it.
Run. Quick.
Moving down instead of being around.
No, no. Fuck. They're in front of us. Quick. Into the rocks.
Hey? Hans, there's more of them up top.
They're here. Run ahead of them.
Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Fireflies.
There's a path, but through fissures. Well, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when we turn in.
Where are they? I don't know. They must have come this way. If only that bloody idiot neighbours had approached.
Where is he? Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
That's... Well, I turned it to performance. But yeah, we can do that. I don't have a problem.
Here! Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago. Hurry!
Now you're gonna get it!
Oh. How did that go? Is everything audible there?
Being a blacksmith,
Ugh.
bring no glory.
And even still, huh? I can't even I can't change settings in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to review the the VOD and see if it comes through on the VOD, and then that'll be the only way I can tell if it's the stream itself, which I think it is, but I don't know exactly how. Yeah, this is the first time I've even encountered this issue.
How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
Yeah, all my VODs before, audio's fine.
They're here. Sigismund's army.
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck. Stallis is in flames. We're gonna die here. Bianca.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Hopefully next time I stream it doesn't happen.
Father?
Easy, Henry. Are you mad? Come on. For Christ's sake. Come on. Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry. Please.
Oh no!
You're just imagining things. Get into it. Hang in there. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just
It
a
might be
little
my
bit.
internet, actually. Well, it's actually, I think it's frame rate, because it seems like,
Henry,
well, kind of both.
wake up.
Because there are some really big.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, I don't think that's what it is. Because right now,
we
my
can't
frames
stop.
per second, 30. But like, I have some really big dips in the stream as far as packets per second.
A light.
And I think you lose audio when the packets
See it.
per second drops hella hard.
I see the light.
It looks like Comcast.
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help.
But it still says everything's good as far as Twitch recommendations. No, it's not on your end.
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry. Get you fixed up right this way.
Yeah, they seem to be stable. I'm not getting huge dips. There's only a couple of huge dips. I'm just kind of monitoring it. So let me know when it happens again, and then I can pop back into it and see what's happening as far as my kilobytes per second. Here, I can exit out of that. It might help.
Who burned it to the ground?
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
But I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to cure my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady
She's got
you
a
are
really
on your
big
feet.
head for her body.
While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
That's really good. So, aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Equipping a pouch will open up slots. Free to place food and potion. Move between the slots. Okay. Auto equip. Chosen ammunition. Pouches, got it.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans. Ah, I feel like a new man. Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
I'm getting points. I'm XP farming. I do like how it just takes out chunks of it, though. Okay.
When's the last time?
You just ate, so... Where's nourishment?
Time I ate something. Did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere.
Yeah, I had
somewhere further off in the woods.
I had a dip, and then the voices sketched out a little bit and came back.
Do you feel up to it?
And then it regulated.
You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
True. I might have been a bit hasty. But leaving him lying around here doesn't seem like a good idea.
And it ain't either. But what can I do? I'll have to take care of it with Pavlena when she gets back. Of course, if it bothers you and you feel up to it, grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles.
Yeah. I'll see whether I'm up to it.
Don't. And we'll brew you up a potion.
Oh, she doesn't want him in the yard.
I can't bury him without a shovel. Eugene said there should be one near the dung heap. Ah, shit. Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging. May the earth rest lightly on you, you bastard. I hope you find peace. And don't come out to haunt anyone.
Oh, I smell like a dead body.
Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Let's see. Main level 6, yeah. I get these two straight out.
Purple flower, sage. There we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
I'm looking for those renegades who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. 2 of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
We're looking for those murderers.
Yeah, even my audio is bugging out right now.
Lord von Berghoff is reinforcing his garrison.
Oh no, it's the game.
Renegades that are wandering
That's
around.
weird.
We're new.
Shouldn't all his people have weapon rocks and shields with his colours?
For Christ's sake, woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one asking the questions. And when I say we're from Berghoff, then we're from fucking Berghoff.
Well, as long as your audio's fine, then
How
we're
come
good.
There's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. The blood's not even dry.
I was treating 2 fellas from Shelios. Got badly beaten up in a brawl in the tavern there yesterday.
Now, isn't that a coincidence? Right at the time when we're looking for 2 battered murderers around here. Out with the truth, you old hag, or we'll torch the whole place under your feet.
I'm telling you. I treated them and they went on their way. Go and ask Shelios.
We'll see about that. Now move! I'll have a look inside.
Better not, though. Fellas from Tuckhoff lying there with his pistol trick. Unless he likes to be lying for weeks in a pool of...
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out with that weapon. Lord von Berghoff sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Berghoff. You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Berghoff,
then we're from fucking von Berghoff. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I got a better chance.
Do you think I'm a fool? I know a robber when I see one. There's been lots of you types in these parts recently, and the fellas from the village are well pissed off. So get lost and don't come back, or we'll take our axes to you.
Well, that wouldn't be very nice. The thing is, I don't see no angry fellas with axes. Just an old hag, and some wretch who won't live to tell the tale of how we dealt with him. This'll be quick, boy.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Useless.
Fucking.
Bad luck.
It's a wonder you're still standing. Fuck that. No chance. Send my greetings to the devil. You won't get me.
All right.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
What do you know about it? We're from Lord von Berghoff. Hey, what are you doing walking around with a weapon? If you don't want us to teach you a lesson, come here sharpish and tell us who you are. Lord von Berghoff sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Berghoff. You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Berghoff, then we're from fucking von Berghoff. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds round here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the path around the pond. Not to the rocks, but along the other bank that leads to the crossroads by the birch tree, and then into that long gorge. Decent folk don't go there. It's a hiding place for all kinds of dodgy types, so a couple more won't be noticed.
Aye, I know the crossroads with the birch tree. Oh, that's a long fucking way from here.
Aye, but if you hurry, you'll be in that long gorge before dark.
Shit, I've been up all night, and now I'm supposed to hightail it to the fucking birchwood?
Hey!
That's all I need. Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Oh, well.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story.
Yeah. It's a good thing I remembered those birches me and Sir Hans rode past. How's he doing? Will he be all right?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Oh, wow. Burn the sage. Add to the cauldron. Or yep. Oh. So it's wine.
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Add the chamomile.
with a mortar and pestle and drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is pile and pour it in.
Yeah, alchemy was pretty bad in the first one. This does seem a lot more thought out and well rounded. I did like how in the last game the book was like in eye shot, so you can just read it while you're doing it. This one they kind of pushed it away a little bit more.
Here it is.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Oh yeah, they fast forwarded that. That is so much better.
Such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Ezra. If I'd have had it spikes back in the populace, things would have worked out differently.
Where's the fucking sword?
Why did I want sword? Because it's the last one I find. And I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Oh yeah, they definitely smoothed this out. I can already tell. I mean, combat's less frustrating. The most frustrating part is that I'm underleveled now from what I have done. The crossbow.
Don't
We'll see what goes on with the alchemy later on with poisons and stuff like that.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive.
Things that I
How
did
is
that
he?
Have no fear. He's alive all right.
maybe help is
Maybe
I
too alive.
killed some of the things I wasn't using,
Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth.
so
I
maybe
reckon
it'll
she
save
could
some
bring
of
the dead
the.
back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick on that other fella for sure.
Bandwidth.
Since he came to this morning, He hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous,
Dope.
murderous
Yeah, I
whoreson
think I
who
was just
stole my
pulling a
sword.
little bit too much
The
bandwidth,
last
so I
memento
killed some
had
of
of
those
my father,
processes.
and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
I just told you. Toth.
You know his name, so he's no stranger to you. That could mean you'll meet him again. Or on the other hand, it's a deception and he wants to ensnare you in a trap. One way or another, you should watch out for yourself.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Oh. Why is that? Okay, there we go. Mama said, if you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. I'd rather be this one. Always like to do the nightly thing. Nourishment 71. I think we get one more reputation, right? One more point? Yeah, we got some points. The menu is a lot smoother. Grew up in the forge working hard, never stops. If you carry a sack or even a dead unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Train hard. Sir Isaac took you in service. The required strength level for all weapons is lowered by 1. Generally, if your strength level is lower than the weapons required, you will do less damage with it. On the other hand, if it's higher, you'll do slightly more damage with it. With this perk, you'll arrive sooner. You arrive at a point sooner. Yeah, most definitely. It's going to aid combat progression. Your nourishment will decrease 30% slower. In other words, you'll last longer without food before getting hungry and it bothers you. You will bleed noticeably slower. Still, if you do not bandage up, you will die eventually. Yeah, I've died by bleeding out in combat.
finally up. Henry, come and join us.
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course.
Oh,
I did
shit.
bring it
I'll
all
go
the way
back and
from
look.
The spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojana told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a
Oh,
counter.
is this the backstory
Under
filler?
the cloak of darkness,
Dialogue.
we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favor you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry said, may God bless you for your generosity. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lifer for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Bernstein shall always be open.
Thank you, sir.
Let me see. Oh. Sharpened weapons, grindstones, condition to 98% or higher. 7-league boots. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, sprinting will cost 25% less stamina. With fitted armor and clothing you repair yourself. There's less noise. Yes. Please. Horsemanship. Melee attacks. I never attacked for my horse repairs. With Cobbler's kit will be 20% more effective. Saddler. Okay, apparently we gotta repair shadows in this one. You can come in. What to hunt? Sit him after a while again. You'll find that he's great. Command what to sniff out places of interest. Or hunted game. The free command. You'll make 50% less noise when moving in bushes. If an opponent defends against your attempt to stun or stealth kill them, they will suffer penalties to their stats. This will make it easier for you to defeat them conventionally. 20 seconds. Nah. You sell herbs, gains, and high trophies, double the price. Wonder the quality of as you see it, the higher. That can come in handy. Normal silent when using lockpicks. Oh, that's way better. Go. You're wearing a helmet, blows to the head, costs 20% less damage. Cool. Blocks will cost you 20% less stamina, and your shield and weapons will wear down 20% slower by blocking. Yes. Opening strike. If you successfully wound your opponent with the strike in covered zone, so an opponent isn't blocking. Be more difficult. Charge sword attack. Your sword fighting skill counts 3 times higher. Your attack will not only be stronger, but be harder to parry. Your heavy weapon attacks will be harder for your opponents to block with the shield. Additionally, it will take less time to completely destroy an opponent's shield with your blow. Dope. Thundering blow when your weapon hits an enemy heavy. Will count as 10% low or 10 lower. Crush shields. Fuck you. Shields don't do shit. Deny cover. You damage an enemy with a range attack. Their stamina will recover more slowly. Their ability will be reduced. Steady aim. Don't move for 2 seconds or more. 2 or more seconds while aiming. Your stamina will drain 20% lower. Better. Alright.
I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up... I'm late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
Of all places. And it's not the best.
I know, but I was going past.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him, believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
It's never smooth. Never.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why.
Yeah, perfect. That'd be great.
Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows.
Did it mess up currently?
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
Yeah.
They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis.
Yeah, I had a
Best way
bandwidth
to honor their
tank.
memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high.
Oh,
I
sorry.
promise you that.
Al dentes
My auto mod.
Al dentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are.
did he do that? Oh, I gotta remove that setting
Cheers.
from my auto mod. I'm sorry, dude. You should be back now. I canceled it.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you?
Try to send it
Not them
again,
nomad
because I
vagabonds,
removed the
are they?
link protection.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh, my. Oh, can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Is anyone you know?
I heard some talk about your captain.
Oh?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that means it's the VOD too. And all sound effects are included too. That's a trip, dude. I wonder if it has something to do with licensing. I'm trying to figure out if it was licensing, because the only other thing that I can think of that did that before was Death Stranding, but that still doesn't make sense. So now my VOD's gonna be messed up. That's
What was that?
fucking awesome. I think it's.
Oh,
I had a huge.
poor Captain Thomas.
I had a
will never
huge
get back on
dip
his
during
feet.
that
Him and
cutscene
his men were
too.
attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
I don't know why.
Lord Fonberg offers to
I
save
don't know
himself
why.
and won't allow it.
I thought we'd find a fairy. But that toe rag.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
This is the first time it's happened to me. I never had this
What are you
issue,
gaping at?
especially with that.
Struck
Oh
dumb
my
by
god.
my loveliness, are you?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I
And
work
I've
at the
seen it.
castle, and
I've
I
seen it
wasn't
lag,
at
like I
any
said,
pond.
but never just audio. So I'm gonna look into it. Most definitely. There's nothing I can do right now. I'm just gonna have to go through
You're
there
just wasting my time.
and figure it out. Oh, everything's timed. Dialogue's completely timed. I can't just wait.
I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. We need to get to Von Burgos, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
And even if you could, that was the king's messenger.
Yeah, the dip is gone. And it looked like it dipped below. Yeah, by my bit rate. So as soon as it gets close to like 15 bits, it looks like an audio sync or an audio issue will occur. Which is not fucking cool.
Why are you standing there like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take him into the house.
Might be a
But
Comcast
as soon as he
issue.
got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks so they don't touch the damp floor
5700
and go mouldy. If you
kilometers per
just chuck
second.
it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scallops.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than Nabakov my whole life, but I know this place inside out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Aye, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Semine is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Semine is his vassal.
Who is this Semine?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Semine. The fort and village belong to him. Old Jan Semine is the head of the family, and his son's called Alder. And it's him who's getting hitched. They used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Semine, of course. I expect old Sir Yan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of guests having an ale over there. Young Svartje there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Hold up. Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait?
Yeah, I don't know why the kilobits drop. At cutscenes, I really just don't know.
There'd have to be two of us. I couldn't manage a pig that size.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be
Yeah,
finished
for
in no
some
time.
reason, it uses like way more bandwidth at certain points in cutscenes,
Work, I'm a noble.
and I have no idea why it's doing it. Because when the bandwidth goes up, the audio dips out. But it's only it loses the voiceover layer, and I don't know why it does that. Because it's not the entire audio. It's just the voice. It's just a voiceover layer in audio, and it's still tripping me out.
Aye, coming right up.
It'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
God, bullshit.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Some boys, man, to find out.
Christ, what's the hold up?
Look out.
Blessings to you.
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe. So have you got any idea? Well, I did. Leave it till the last moment.
Latin?
All I think.
No. And I doubt you do.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel who fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh,
This guy
I'm so
not understanding.
scared.
No, because he's a dunce.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Dead man! Why did you do that? It was him!
Hey! Now you fucked up. Yeah! Don't spare him!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Nice strike!
I'm gonna gut you, you whore son!
Don't spare him!
Slice him up!
Beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Hello?
Useless!
Shame on you!
Slice him up!
Hey, get it! Wir werden dich ausnehmen!
This is unbelievable!
Now, finish this!
Nice hit!
Yeah, we got a drop right now.
Keep your mouth shut. Not his lordship.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Hopefully, I'm hoping too. Because that's not cool for anybody. That's the last thing I want to happen. Is this Cole cutscene doing it too? Whoa. Yeah, and the bit rate's not even that low right now. I mean, it went to 20, but right now it's not that bad. So that goes that whole other theory I had. This is weird, dude.
I suppose I
Henry?
really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you. You're stuck.
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
Hey, you! Aye. You're in the right place. Over here.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You don't have to thank me. I could have done without it. And that fracas in front of the tavern as well.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression.
But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
It's no wonder nobody wants anything to do with me. I look like a vagrant.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
That's a pretty good idea. Tailor Bartoszek would probably throw you out of the shop. But if you can get by with things that are, let's say, slightly worn, then I could help you.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semi. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Oh, damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
What does she give me? Oh, she gave me a lockpick.
eh?
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself. What did I do to you? Keep the...
What brings you here?
Okay, bailiff.
Is there someone there, Dogger?
Huh? What's getting into you?
Was möchtest du so früh am Morgen?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rubble recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others? They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das. Möge Gott mit dir sein.
Quest tipster. Okay. Oh shit, that's hella far. What is point of interest, hipster?
Huh? Hail, Pilgrim! If it's good company you're after, that's the one thing we're never short of.
God bless you, miners. Where are you headed?
Greetings! Where? To bathe our bones in the fresh air. You know, man. For us, the sun is what you might call a precious commodity.
That makes sense. So you found a nice seam in these parts, eh?
Nah, man. There's nothing here. Me and the Maras are on our way somewhere better. We heard tell somewhere near Sasau they're after yakkers like us to open up some manways and new drift mouths. And there's some nice chink in it.
Chink?
Aye, I could spill it to you, kidder, seeing as you're not one of us. There's no way you'd fit into our breech leathers. Good addling's there for every yakker, you know.
Did I hear you say something about Sasau?
Aye, man, you didn't all. Sigismund set the whole place ablaze. The mining in Skalitz has gone to hell and the yakkers with it. And the props burnt out and all.
I know the place. I'm actually from Skalitz.
Well then, kidder, tell it to us straight. What the fuck kind of backcast happened there that they ruined it that bad?
It's that scum Sigismund. His Cumans butchered everyone.
Aye, and now Sigismund set up camp outside Kuttenberg and he's eyeing up their silver and all.
Thanks, miners. But I have to be off now.
Right you are. Take care, kidder.
God bless.
Fucking dirty thief.
Can you swim in
I
this?
can't go any further. It's too deep. What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here. Are you deaf or stupid? Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
You don't look like a match for me. I bet your bark is worse than your bite.
Ha! Take care, lad. I was already slitting throats while you were still sucking on your ma's tits.
Well, anyone can slit throats if they have the stomach for it. But a real fight, with iron in hand, now that's something else entirely.
And? You think I'm afraid of you?
Well, maybe you should be. I may have lost everything, but I can still beat the shit out of you with what I've got to hand.
But I was just joking. I wasn't serious. I'd better be on my way.
If we ever meet again, you won't be leaving on your feet. Before we part ways, have you seen a dog?
A dog? No, I haven't. But when I'm out at night, laying in looking for work, I often hear wolves howling by the rocks near the pond.
Dead and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him, and there's no trace of Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison, and something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
What?
Fuck.
Useless.
Fucking pull the fucking thing out.
Smash your face.
Oh, it's just. Oh, there we go. What is this? Where does this go? Okay. So that part's different. Okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So, okay, cool.
Will you help an old...
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Sameen these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Opponent wants you to.
Thanks.
And they have different kinds of advantages. Okay, so it's like a perk for dice games.
There's no food for me here.
Oh, it's not even a save and sleep anymore. Oh, I guess something did happen.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz, that's where she was heading last time I saw her, And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might
One
find
of
some
that gives you
clues
500
there.
points. Head start. Oh, well, that sounds dope. I would like to heal, for one. I don't know if she'll let me sleep. Nope.
Piss off. Phew, get out of my sight.